This is actually a part that I'm quite scared of. I want to learn to do my own maintenance in 2025. And I'm gonna start a series on how I'm gonna do that. And the first step has been made. This right here is a Haynes service and repair manual for my exact Honda, the CBR600RR from 2007 until 2012. And I've been told that these manuals are key to learning maintenance yourself. At least it's one of the best options. I'm gonna start real slow. Like I've said before, I have some really small experience with changing out my fairings for the truck fairings I have, or doing a oil replacement or a chain replacement, but nothing really drastic, and I've always had help. With the help of this, I'm gonna try and do that completely on my own. First thing I'm gonna do is check the engine oil and replace it. And this is actually a part that I'm quite scared of, because ever since my track day in Spain in March of 2024, I've had this little voice in my head that the sound of the engine is a little bit, just the slightest, tiniest bit different than before. And everyone else don't really hear anything weird. A lot of things have already been ruled out just by the noise, because if it was the cam chain tensioner, that would be a ticking noise. I have had this motorcycle, of course, for nearly 7 years, and I know it through and through. I know the sound it makes. For me, it felt, I can't explain it, but it just felt like just something different. In Alcar, Spain, I actually sent video and everything to my partner Rick, and I checked the engine oil level. I checked if there was a ticking noise. I checked if I twisted the throttle, if there was any weird noise. But there wasn't really anything noticeable at that moment. He said to me, I think you're fine. Just take it easy and go have fun. I just kept it in the back of my mind and I kept on going. I have not really ridden Dory all that much in 2024. I've had a lot of press bikes that I could try out. So Dory, except for the occasional ride, she has been standing still for a long time. But still, I want to make her as good as possible again, especially if I'm gonna have a new motorcycle next to it in the garage in 2025. The reason I'm then, of course, scared of the engine oil replacement is because the only thing that could point towards that something's wrong would be that there's metal shavings in the engine oil. People that do actual maintenance or know a little bit about maintenance of motorcycles will already know that is actually quite disastrous, because that means that something inside the engine, probably the engine bearings, are shaving down and are pushing metal shavings through everything in the engine onto your oil. And that usually means that your engine can be thrown out and replaced. I'm gonna try my best to, of course, not do that, but that's worst case scenario, and I'm really scared to see that. Next episode is probably gonna be me replacing the engine oil and checking it, but there are many more things that have to be done on this motorcycle to make it completely perfect. Again, the clutch lever is very hard to pull in. That probably has to do something with the clutch cable, which has also already been replaced, but it keeps on going back to pretty stiff. Same goes kinda for the brake, but then the other way around. It's squishy, even though the brake fluid has been serviced quite a few times already. Every time it has been done, it goes squishy quite quickly again. And to add to that, I have Motomaster brake discs, I have the original Tokico brake caliper, and I have an Brembo RC19 braking system. It could be that there's a little leak in brake lines, but I haven't found anything yet. That's something to go check out. Of course, we also have the suspension, which hasn't been serviced in forever. I've got it checked by someone and she was like, oh, it's okay, it needs to service, but it's not leaking. She adjusted a few things and that really did already wonders, but it still needs a proper service. And we also have a lot of bits and bobs around the motorcycle that just need a little TLC. We're gonna start with the first thing in the next episode. I hope you'll all see there. If you're interested, come follow along. Let's learn some maintenance together. Or maybe you can watch me fail. Whatever would be the reason for you to watch. I hope I'm gonna learn. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you next time. Ride safe, love you, bye.